I'm Carly Gilbert, and I'm a local real estate agent with Long and Foster. And primarily, I serve first-time home buyers, sellers, renters, and referrals. So I'm just your local expert, here to help and serve the county. So excited about it.
Awesome. So take me back to how you got started in all of this. Tell me how you got to where you are today.
Okay, so long story, but I'll give cliff notes if I can. So back, I had been a manager for a pet sitting company like for over 10 years. And I had done that for a long time. I have a huge love for animals. It's my passion. I love all animals. And so I got into that. And I really thought that would take me far. And at some point, I would own my own pet sitting company. But inevitably, we kind of hit towards like COVID time. And so unfortunately, that business had to close. But I did get to meet some wonderful clients through that are very close friends now. And so just doing that and meeting everybody that I met and just the relationships I have now, that's really, I'm a social butterfly. So like for me, it's like it feeds me to just the connection with people. So that is where I thought I would take off and just have my path. I never thought I would be where I am now. But like I said, COVID did hit. And so then it sort of forced me into a remote setting with doing email marketing. And so I started doing that. And although I learned a lot and I did enjoy it, I still met some wonderful people, even if it was behind a screen. It wasn't feeding a part of me that I just knew I needed. And it was that people connection and adding value to people's lives. So for me, I just knew there had to be a change because it was just sort of like something's missing. So I had a bunch of family and friends just say, Carly, like you should get into real estate. Like you'd be great at it. And so I just thought, oh no, I didn't really believe in myself at first. Like, I don't know, I could see myself, but maybe I don't know. And then just at some point last year, I've got a now 5-year-old daughter. She just turned 5 a couple days ago, which is crazy. Yeah, she's grown up really fast. I just started seeing like, I know that I'm a mom. I always say I'm a mom first, and then I'm a realtor. And I'm very big on family. And so taking care of my family is number one priority. So I just knew last year I was just sitting there. I'm like looking at my daughter. I'm like, I think I'm just gonna jump into real estate. I'm gonna see where it takes me. And I knew it would have like a part of me knew it would have that balance and flexibility and support I needed to be able to focus on my family with being an agent. So I just dove in and got my license. And from there, it's just taken off. And I absolutely love it. It's something I never saw myself doing, but I'm so glad I jumped into doing it. And so now my daughter, she goes to meetings with me. She'll go to showings with me. Yeah, she calls herself a little mini agent. Yeah, so it's kind of like I'm finding that amazing balance with my family life, and that allows me to be able to serve clients knowing that I've got that support, flexibility, and I'm a family person, so it's been great.
Absolutely. What a journey.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Never thought I'd be here, but I'm so glad I am.
It's really interesting all the parts and pieces of our just background and story and how they move us to where we are
I know.
today. And they put you in a situation where you're like, this is meant to be.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It is. It's meant to be. And I think that's a great point is I got to that place, like maybe like probably 2, 3 months into just getting my license in general. I just was like, I'm where I'm supposed to be and didn't know I was supposed to be here. And I'm so glad I took that leap to do it. And I've already met so many wonderful people just being in this business, and just the team I'm on is amazing. So it's been absolutely incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so you often describe your goal as making the real estate process feel clear, manageable, and as stress-free as possible.
Yes.
What does that look like in practice when you're working with clients?
So I always like to tell my clients, I envision myself as being, say, a first-time home buyer, right? And I'm on my journey with my family to get my first home as well. So I know how the drive you have and that passion and that, I wouldn't call it pressure, but the feeling when you're trying to work for something impactful, like a home that's holding your family, it's where everything happens, memories are made. I know how badly I want it. And so when I work with my clients, I want them to know that I understand at times it could feel stressful or hard to manage and a lot of pressure because, I mean, you're going to buy a house, like that's a really big purchase and a big decision. So I tell my clients, look, I understand because I know how badly I want it, and I know it takes a lot to get to that point to get your first home. My job is to make sure they have as the least amount of stress possible, and it's just a smooth process. And I do believe that, especially being with Long and Foster, being backed by their resources and the team is just incredible. And so I just know for a fact that I can make sure my clients are achieving their goals, and they have a clear path, and we set a plan and we go for it. And I tell them, like, my job is to take your stress away. So yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful. You guys are in it together, and
We're all in it together.
you're there to walk them through the whole process,
Yeah.
beginning to end.
Yeah. It's great.
I love it.
It's amazing.
And, as a mom and someone who values health and balance, how do those parts of your life influence the way you connect with clients and manage that pace of the job?
So I am a huge believer in taking care of yourself first, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of your family. You can't take care of your job. And so I'm a huge health enthusiast. I believe that, just moving, eating the right things, and just making sure, just being cognizant even of your mental health as well. Taking care of yourself, taking care of yourself takes care of others. So I believe that very strongly plays into being a real estate agent, because, if I'm not able-bodied, I'm not able to take care of my clients and make sure that they're achieving their goals. So achieving mine helps me achieve theirs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have to take care of yourself to be able to take care of others.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Very important.
And you often describe yourself as someone who thrives on connection, communication, and urgency. How do those qualities show up when you're guiding clients through a transaction?
Yes. I think that, especially, we call them transactions, right? Because they are transactions, but I call them like big life decisions. And it's a moment that's going to change, it's going to direct your future, right? So I think that managing the balance of, like I was saying, with my health and my life and my mental health and everything, and physical health, that allows me to balance everything better, stay organized, stress-free, clear-minded. And I believe that just is felt by my clients just by me living my own life that way. At least I hope it does. I've been told it does, so I guess that's good. So yeah, I think that's definitely important. And I think it's been a really important aspect of my business.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And kind of going off of that, your clients have praised your commitment, trustworthiness, and responsiveness throughout the entire process. Why do you think those traits are so essential in this industry?
So that's a great question. So I think trust is a big one, right? So when you're making a huge purchase like this, or selling a home, whatever it might be, decision, you want to be able to trust who's guiding you through that process, because there's a lot that goes into it, and it can be stressful. And you want to be able to know that that person that is holding it together for you and guiding you through the whole process, you're able to trust. And so I know that it's the know you, like you, and trust you. And I hope that my clients can be able to do that with me. And like I said, I'm a people person, so I just love to help in general. Naturally, I thrive on growing and helping people, and something like purchasing a home I could add so much value to someone's life that way, and that's very important to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just to be a part of like such a big milestone
It's
for someone
huge.
or their
It's
family.
huge. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And I'm sorry, you did touch on the communication thing. I will say too, I know that definitely the lack of communication sometimes can feel overwhelming, because you kind of feel like you're left in the mix and you don't really know, like, okay, what's the next steps? And because I've been in that same position too. And so with my clients, I've always been like straightforward. I've been very realistic with them, clear, and very responsive. I try to be very responsive in a quick manner, because I know that there can be a lot of anxiety, right, in this process. So I do my best to really just be forthcoming and, headstrong, and on it for them all the time.
Wonderful. You show up and you strive and you do your
Yep,
homework.
yep. I do my best. I do my best.
Okay, awesome. And affordability is a major concern for buyers and sellers right now. How do you help clients navigate those conversations in a way that feels honest, grounded, and empowering?
It's great. That's a great question. So that is something I get asked. That's actually every client I've had has had that concern. They've brought that up of affordability. And not just in real estate, but in everything we do, right? Like we have anxiety over that. It's the main concern we have. Like, can we afford this? Can we do this? Whether that be buying a house, selling a house, or making any big purchase or doing anything. It can be anxiety inducing. And so I always tell my clients, look, my job is to make sure that the decisions that you make and that I help you make and help guide you through is something that like we make sure that there is no stress or anxiety or questioning over the affordability. Like we will find something for you. Like it will happen and you will be able to afford it. We will have a budget, we'll have a plan. And so I always like to sit down with them first, go over everything and make sure that we, cross our T's, dot our I's, right? And obviously I think talking to lenders beforehand is great. And I'm in touch with some really great lenders. So that's helpful just to kind of ease their anxiety a little bit there so they can kind of help plan better. And I want to alleviate that concern completely of affordability and know that they are comfortable and they can trust me that they will find something they can afford. So
that's really amazing how you're able to provide a personalized experience.
Yes.
To no matter where they're at, you'll meet them there.
Yes, I always meet. That's a great way to say it. Is I meet my clients where they are, and like you said, I am very personable. I'm a people person. My family says I'm the people pleaser of the town, and so that's just naturally who I am. So yeah, I do meet my clients where they are. I really like that you said that because that's definitely me.
Absolutely. And as a Virginia native, how does your local knowledge help clients feel more comfortable and informed when making these big decisions?
So I'm a big believer in being local to your community and being involved. So especially, if you're going to have somebody guiding you through a process like this, you want someone that knows the area, right? Like inside and out. And I've lived in Virginia my whole life, but specifically Loudoun County, I've lived here for a little bit over 15 years. So I know the ins and outs of the area. I love it. And so I believe because I have that knowledge of the area, the clients that I do have, I'm able to really help like, hey, you want to be close to a school, here's a great location for a home that's close to a really great school, or just parks if they have kids. I know, especially as a mom, I know all the things for the kiddos in the area and the parks and the fun indoor play parks and just all the fun activities to do. And especially becoming a mom, I think that helps is you really get to know all that stuff when you have kids. So it's helpful. And I really believe that helps my clients feel like they can make a confident decision because they know like, okay, she's been here a while, so she knows like this area. So I think that's very important. Yeah.
Absolutely. And like you said, just knowing all the good spots, the have to go to spots.
Right.
I
Exactly.
think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Especially for families.
It's huge for families. Yeah. And Loudoun County is so wonderful with that. Like the family life is so thriving here. It's so great. And I feel like there's always something to do. There's always an event to go to. There's always like just the community is amazing. So I love it. Yeah.
Wonderful. And as you mentioned earlier, you're backed by Long & Foster's extensive resources and team-driven culture. How does having that kind of support elevate the experience you're able to provide to your clients?
Yeah, so another great question. So Long & Foster, since joining them, not only have I met some wonderful people, some great friends, amazing colleagues, I know that the resources that they do provide and the extensive training they provide, and just the overall support and the mentoring, I mean, it's changed me as a person. So I can only imagine with that. I know that with my clients, they definitely have that more of an opportunity because of that, because we have the resources, we have the support. So through the entire buying and selling process, I'm backed by an amazing team. So I just know that there won't be any missing pieces throughout the process because Long & Foster provides that. So they're awesome.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's right. I love it. Yep, that's right. That's a great motto. Definitely with Long & Foster for sure.
There's a lot of truth in it.
Yep.
And, real estate can often feel competitive. But you've highlighted how collaborative the culture is within your office. Why is that team-oriented environment so important to you?
Another good question. So I, especially working as in my manager roles back, like I mentioned, with the pet sitting companies, just having an organized team and like a collaborative team that works together instead of against each other is huge in a business. That's what's going to make your business thrive and grow is when you're all working together and you're all helping each other achieve goals. And I've seen that, like I said, in my own company that I was running. And I had made it my best effort to put a team together that was a team and they were supporting each other and helping each other fill in the gaps where it was needed or taking phone calls if they had questions with another team. So that's definitely priority is to have that, but it's definitely a game changer for me because again, I'm a people person. I thrive off that. So the team aspect of it, especially with Long and Foster, has been amazing for me. And like I said, I've met so many wonderful people. So I'm excited for what's more to come with that too.
Absolutely. You can't have a better team than
No,
that.
no, you can't. No, no.
Real estate is an industry where relationships matter long after closing day. How do you stay connected with clients once the transaction is complete?
It's a good question too. So to give example to that, I guess the best way to put it is, like I said at the beginning, I met some wonderful people through my previous business. And even doing my email marketing, I still met wonderful people that I still talk to. But I have more than I could count on my hands clients from my previous business that we talk weekly and we are close. I babysit their kids. Like, yeah. And they have pets that I still go and visit because they are so close to my heart and their pets are so close to my heart. And so I met some wonderful people through that. And so I know being in this business, that's feeding me still because I love that I get to build those relationships off of, it's of course a transaction, but to me, it's not. To me, it's more than a transaction. Like you're helping someone make such a life-changing decision. And so you really do get connected and you keep that relationship. And so I make it a priority to keep in touch with them. And they might get those drop bys of 12 baked cookies. And that, I mean, hopefully they're good, but like you're going to see my face. I'm sorry, but I'm there. I might be there for you for life. Who knows? But I just like to be helpful and connect with people. And, if they're open to it, then the relationship after is, of course, just a long journey. So
I love it. I love it. And I love how they can just reach out to you at any time
anytime.
if they have questions or need
Yeah.
help, or like you said, if they just want to hang out.
Yeah. Meet up for coffee. We've done that. Like I just did that with a past client. We met up for coffee. We just caught up and it was amazing to see like how far they've come after they, got their place and just where they are with their family. And so it's awesome. So I love it.
You really get to see it come full circle.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And as you continue growing in your career, what kind of experience do you hope every client walks away with after working with you?
Okay, that one makes me think. So, an experience to walk away with from working with me, I would hope is trust, that they were able to trust me through the process. And I take trust, I hold that to high regard because that goes with everything, right? In relationships, in life, just trusting somebody is everything. So, I would hope that walking away after working with me, they can confidently say, like, I can really trust her. And not only did I trust her in the transaction, but also I can trust her moving forward if I need help in the future and to stay connected or to meet any need I might have that I can trust to use her again. Or, like I said, just meet up for coffee, right? And I will show up. You'll trust I'll be there, right? So trust, definitely trust.
Trust, reliability, those are such key in a
Yes.
field like this.
Yeah, yes.
And as we wrap up, is there anything you'd like to add that I haven't touched on today?
I don't think so. I mean, this has been awesome. I loved talking with you and I appreciate it so much. I will say I'm very excited to just keep growing and just see where this takes me and see how my family grows along with it. Like I said, family first for me. So as I grow with my family, I hope to see my business grow and thrive with it. Again, meeting more new wonderful people and just, yeah, take off and be a helpful resource here in Loudon. That's my goal.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Carly, for joining me on the podcast and sharing your knowledge and story with us.
Absolutely.
I wish you the best of luck in all that comes your way in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on here. Appreciate it.